Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Jimmy. This is Mind Beyond, where we go beyond the common beliefs that it's too late to get into investing, no matter what age you are, no matter where the asset is. I mainly focus on DCAing, which is dollar cost averaging. And right now, the project I'm working on is dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. Thank you, everybody that showed love on the last episode. Really appreciate it. We got a lot of feedback, a lot of great interactions with everybody. And a lot of folks actually have started the challenge themselves. So if you have joined the Coffee to Bitcoin challenge, congratulations, pat yourself on the back. Let's get into this week's update. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at 96,600 bucks, around 650. The port is at 31% right now. Bitcoin has pulled back from where it was last week when I did the first video. We were right at 40%, which was pretty dope, but we still have, substantial amount of return here. $121 that I haven't invested on my own. As you can see right now, the port is down $3.30 something cents on the day, which isn't bad at all. Previously, all my investments were $6 and some change. Pretty stoked about what we're doing right now. We tried to push over. So when we look at the trading view chart, one of the big things I want to talk about is something what's called a broadening formation. You can see with these pinkish purple lines that I have drawn up here on the screen, from this high to this high, from this low to this low. Literally, just a broadening formation is just an expansion of price action, right? That expansion of price action looks something like this. We had this high, this low, this higher high, and this lower low, and now we've made another higher high. Now, I don't expect Bitcoin to do something like this. I don't expect that to happen. Price is not meant to stay in a broadening formation forever. Broadening formations are basically just to give you somewhat of a road to see where price is gonna go, and you're waiting for a breakout from either side. Good news for us, we have broken out to the top side, right? You can see right here, Bitcoin has broken, right? It's broken that broadening formation upper band. It's broken it with strength, and this is the monthly candle for for November of 2024. This candle is literally larger than every other candle here, right? It's probably, this is the largest monthly candle Bitcoin has seen, I guess, since they began tracking it back in 2014. Yeah, so that high on Bitcoin was actually $99,860. So we were really $140 away from hitting six figures, which would have been pretty awesome. So there are a ton of sell orders at that $100,000 mark on Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. I don't see Bitcoin tapping 100,000 and then pulling back drastically. What I see when Bitcoin hits 100,000, I could see us getting up to at least 105, maybe 107, or even 110 within the next couple of days. It could be in the next couple of hours. I think when Bitcoin gets over $100,000, honestly, you'll probably never see another $70,000 or $60,000 Bitcoin. The point of this is to make higher lows. We don't want to make lower lows. We want to make higher lows, right? So whenever we have a breakthrough, right? And what do I mean by that? Looking at the weekly on Bitcoin, price had this low here, right? Low, boom. Then we ran up, broke this high, right? Broke that high, made this high. This high and this high are basically the same thing, but essentially this was our new floor. The new floor from when we were in the $15,000, $16,000 range, the new floor after that was around $26,000, $27,000, $25,000, right? Then when we broke that high, we ended up making this high here. I don't really want to consider this high, and we didn't stick around here, but I'll take it. I'll take it. We didn't stick around there, but I'll take it. So our new floor, which was January of 2024, right? It's like 38,000, right? That was the beginning of this year. Our previous floor, which we just broke out of. Every time we've made a new floor, we've made a new floor. We went from 15, 16,000 to 26, 27,000 to 40,000 to 55,000, right? That floor is growing every single time. And if you want to get cute about it, let's just say we pull out a fib. All right, and if you want to use a Fibonacci, right, just to see where these pullbacks, how long these pullbacks are lasting, you can do that, right? So from this low to this high, we pulled back to about that 38.2, almost to 50%, played around there, and then we shot up from here to there, right? Because I want to draw a separate fib, because I want to see where the pullbacks are going, where the pullbacks are potentially stopping and where we're reversing from. So we're around that 38.2% to 50% on that first fib, right? So let's go ahead and do this other fib here. Around at 38.2, almost 50. Yep. And at 50 and at 50% and at 61.8 is what we call the golden zone or the golden ratio, which is where price typically likes to pull back in reverse from there, right? We haven't fully gotten there on the last two, but we've gotten to that 38.2 twice now. If I want to take a look at how far this one pulled back, I can already tell we've gotten to at least the 61.8 on this one. But let's just take a look. So on our previous pullback, right? On our previous pullback on Bitcoin, we've pulled back to the 61.8. We've pulled it back to the 50%. So we've pulled back to the golden ratio, the golden zone. And as you can see, we wicked, super wick, never closed below that golden ratio. And price just completely reversed and has ran up since. And we have gotten to like overextended, oversold levels. But with this type of momentum and breaking out of the broadening formation, I see further continuation in Bitcoin. Could we potentially see a pullback coming? Perhaps. You know, we've blew through both of my take profit levels on that. But again, we've broken out of that broadening formation, and that is something that is key, right? We're at all-time highs. It's something that's key. And honestly, if Bitcoin were to pull back today, I'll start from here when we actually had to run. We could potentially see a pullback to 82,000 or 77,000 or 71. I'm not sure we get to the 71, seeing that we pull back to this golden ratio and we've broken out of this broadening zone. So, if we were to see a pullback on Bitcoin at this point, as history shows, I would like to see something where we come back to around this 82, maybe 80%, 80,000. And then from there, that'll be another great buy area if we happen to pull back there after hitting 100,000, right? So what I would be looking for is a floor around here, right? That is where we would look to buy Bitcoin. And our new floor from when we were previously at that 55, 53,000 range, our new floor is going to be like 80 to 83,000, which is crazy. Every time we've made a new floor, we've jumped a significant amount. 15,000 to 25,000, that's $10,000. 25,000 to $40,000, that's $15,000. Then from 40,000 to 53, it's like 13 grand. If we were to pull back right now, after taking that $100,000 mark, we're looking at a $30,000 net new floor, which is nuts, right? At 80,000. Keep that in mind when you're looking at your portfolio. Keep that in mind when you're investing. But this is why I DCA. This is why I DCA, because you don't have to really worry about when's the best time to buy. You reap the rewards buying incremental amounts at a time, and your account continues to grow and benefit. It always keeps your entry price, it always keeps your average buy, at a minimum. Even though we're oversold, I'm still buying. I'm not stopping buying, because at the end of the day, if we pull back here, guess what? Our next target is up here at 128, 128,000, 130,000. And that could happen in a matter of months. That could happen in a year, right? We still have another halving of Bitcoin in 2028, right? And if you don't know what the halving is, that's actually the homework for this video. Google, when is the next Bitcoin halving? And that will tell you why Bitcoin will continue to go up. Here's going to be my warning for the market, right? You can actually find this webpage. It's on CoinMarketCap. It's literally the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Also, if you want to check it out for yourself, it'll be linked down in the description below. So what this Fear and Greed Index tells us is that right now the market is at extreme greed, right? What does that mean? When we are at extreme greed, these are times where you want to start taking profit. This is separate from what I'm doing with the Bitcoin experiment, right? We are in other crypto plays. We are in of the crypto plays. So if you've just gotten in and you are up and you are, profiting, now might be a good time to start thinking about taking, reaping some of those benefits, right? Taking some of that off of the table. Like last week, we're at 87, right? 87 was extreme greed. Yesterday, we were at 84 extreme greed. Today, we're at 83. The high on the year is 92. Fear, the lowest, right? Fear, we had 26. Those are the best times to buy. You want to buy when we're here in this red zone. You can even buy when we're neutral, right? In this orange zone. Here is kind of like some of the worst times to buy, because you don't know how much the market has more to rally. Buy when others are fearful, sell when others are greedy, right? Everybody wants to make money right now. Everybody's hearing about Bitcoin. Everybody's finding new meme coins or whatever it might be. People are buying right now, but this is a time where you need to be fearful. This is a time where if you haven't been in positions for years or months, it's time to start taking some of that off the table if you've just gotten in. It's the Fear and Greed Index, and it's something that you can use, right? So anytime you'll see us here at this fear, that just means the crypto market has either crashed, had a significant pullback, whatever it might be, prices are low. But again, you want to buy when we're here in this red zone and it's fear. Fear in the streets is when you buy. When it's greed in the streets, you sell. Unless those are long-term positions that you've been in for a while. And you could even still take some off the table on those long terms. But again, it's up to you. Again, we're sitting here at $512 equity. Again, we started this back in September. And I'm just going to be covering this weekly. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me in the comment section, and also join the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group called Bullish Society. I will link that in the description as well. I also have a private Discord, completely free, that you can join, where I help people with learning the strat. I help people with trading futures, whatever it might be. I always put information in there to help everyone out. And you can also sign up for one-on-ones through there. Feel free to hit me up for a one-on-one. You can sign up through the Discord, or you can sign up through the Facebook group. All that information is going to be linked down below. If this is your first time watching this video or seeing my channel, I want you to check out this video right here. This is where I first talked about what the Bitcoin experiment is about and how coffee to Bitcoin became a thing. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Can't wait to speak with y'all next week. So excited. I think we're going to have 100K Bitcoin first week of December. So we shall see. Catch you in the next one. I'm out.